Hey everyone, welcome to Dirt 4. So today I'm going to be attempting to drive using my full wheel setup. So if there's a bit of wheel noise, then you kind of know why. Also, I'm kind of using simulation physics because, yeah, obviously with the wheel that kind of works best. The wheel that I'm using, by the way, is a Logitech G920. It's just the Xbox version of the G29. So this is Dirt 4. It's basically Dirt Rally Lite. I don't have Dirt Rally 2.0, so I know that game is superior, but I don't have it, so this is kind of the second best goal for me. Right now I'm just driving around Dirtfish in a very nice Evo. I'm a bit of a Subaru fanboy, but you know what, sometimes you just gotta give a hand to the competition, and this car is excellent. I don't have it in the career though, I'm kind of pretty far back in. I've only got a Ford Fiesta. For those of you who have been watching this channel for a while, you all already know that I'm not particularly good at driving, and especially in these more simulation-oriented games, I'm not even close to being competent. Like, sometimes I can do it well, and then other times I just go way off. I actually tried to play this game online a little bit, and there were people playing it surprisingly, but I came in last every race that I did. I've got some work to do, and today is, in the name of practice, an attempt for me to play this game well, especially without having any assists on. I guess I can show you what I'm talking about. So here are my difficulty settings. I'm using the simulation physics as I said before, and yeah, it's an 81% bonus difficulty thing, but this is kind of what's going on. So I am shifting myself, but I'm not using the clutch. I don't actually have the shifter for this wheel, so I'm just using the paddles, and yeah, that's it. So I thought today a good thing to start off doing would probably be attempting to do a just regular rally, which is kind of the bread and butter of this this game's events. That's my car down in the corner, by the way. You can see I haven't really made it that far in this game. I might be able to just rent something though. I'd love to rent a fancy Subaru here. Let's go ahead with this. I mean, as this game is called Dirt, you probably shouldn't be surprised to see that this track is almost entirely dirt. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a tough time with this one. Here we go, let's try it. Okay, you know what, let's do a shakedown. Let's make sure that I know what I'm doing here. I've never driven this Subaru before. Oh boy. So we're going into a dip. I forgot to shift already. That's not a good start. Oh my goodness, you know what the problem is? The last Dirt game that I played was Dirt Showdown, and in that game you literally do not have to brake at all. But in this one it's very much the opposite. Okay, things are going a little bit better this time. Better shift off the start. Trying to concentrate as well. It's hard to concentrate, talk, and drive at the same time, but here's the thing. If I didn't talk for this entire video, then it would just be a gameplay video. And that just doesn't work for my style. But the shakedowns are short, so we should be able to make it through this. I'll just kind of say what I'm... Oh, that's a handbrake corner. Handbrake is on B on my wheel, which isn't ideal. I'd like to have an actual pull handbrake. It'd be a lot more, a lot more realistic. So basically the shakedown is going to be the... Oh, that's a fence. The first start of the race. But we get a good test of what I can do. I guess that's probably not too good, but at least it was relatively clean. So there's actually an achievement in this game for having a clean race, and as you would suspect, I don't have it, and I don't think I'm ever going to get it. None of the races I do are clean. Okay, here we go. Big Subaru coming in. These cars are actually quite large, surprisingly so, if you're used to the older Subarus like I am. But let's give it a shot. Okay, so we're going to be running on the same first section that we did before. Everything in this game is basically a time trial, at least in this version of it. Obviously when we get to trucks and stuff, there's a wall ride. It's not going to be that way. Oh my goodness, I can't stay out of the wall this time around. Okay, let's go down into third. Continue on straight. And then this is that handbrake section. I'm going to drop down into first. I've put a bit too much handbrake on there, but it's fine. We'll be able to watch the replay and see how bad that was. I actually really enjoy watching the replays. That's too high a gear. Just because I can see myself do really stupid stuff. Oh, that's a fence. Oh, that's a fence post. And I think I'm gonna have to retry. Okay, that's a little bit better this time. Actually made it through the gate without dying, at least the first one, and the second one too. Apparently those gates are incredibly deadly. You know, one thing that I just realized I've been doing is talking over the commentary from the person telling me how to drive. I've got to be a lot more careful. I'm only in 4th here. Yeah, there is no kind of action replay option in this game, so if I crash, like I just did, then either I restart the race, which sometimes you can have limited restarts if you choose to... Ooh, that's a tighter turn. Oh man, I can... Oh, please no. Okay, this time I'm doing way worse, but I'm actually driving a lot more cleanly. Sometimes it's better to focus on just making it through the race rather than trying to come in first. In this case, I'm in like 15th though, so somewhere there's gotta... Oh my goodness, again. I've got to draw the line somewhere is what I was trying to say. Let me just drive up this. We're going on anyways. Come on, Subaru, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna end up being dead last in this race, but at least I got through it. I mean, that's only Sector 2. Actually, we're not even done Sector 2. Good lord. Okay, thankfully these are all 5s. Okay, that's a 3. Oh no. Oh no. Wall ride a little bit. As you do. Drive off a cliff. As you do. Just keep going. Keep going. I think I'm stuck on a tree. Okay, another hairpin. Just pull the handbrake. Go into gear 2 and then run over every single pole. If this was off-road drive, I would have just lost like 15 seconds in negative points there. Okay, it seems like when I'm trying to take it easy, I can do fine, but when I'm actually pushing it, I have a lot of issues, especially around some of these tighter corners with cliffs. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a really eventful replay. Oh my goodness, I finally finished and I wasn't last. Oh, second last. I'll definitely take that. Oh man, I swear to you I'm not this bad when I'm driving normally. Yikes, it's a surprise I can even go anywhere. Okay, so I just want to show you the replay for this, specifically some parts where I happen to mess up severely. There are quite a few of them, so let's get through it. Okay, everything else kind of started out fine. You can see I handbraked pretty well around that corner. That's not even that bad. Obviously I could go a lot tighter. It'd be great if the camera was actually on the car, but then it started to break down a little bit as I started to get to these cliff areas. You can see I managed to spin out pretty severely and then had to back up and try and drive my way out of that one. Not too bad, but definitely a time loss. After hitting a couple fence posts and other things along the way, I managed to make it through that section relatively cleanly, yeah, until I kind of lost it around this one corner and then flew off the side, nearly rolled the car, and that's kind of when I decided that I wanted to keep going anyways. So I drove back onto the track, and then crashed and then had to reverse to get myself back into line here. Yeah, you can tell that this run was going to be great right from the beginning sectors here. I happened to mess up again around a corner and then fly off of a ramp sort of section and then down a cliff, and then I crashed into a tree, which was very unfortunate. But again, I decided to just drive back onto the track, except this time I actually cleared the track, so I had to re-drive back onto the track after attempting to drive onto it the first time. And everything seemed fine until I spun out and did a drastic tornado-type spin, crashing into the ground once again. I didn't think I was going to continue after this, but I decided to anyways. Yeah, I think that was the worst crash of the race, mostly because then it was followed up by me not able to rejoin with the track, and the game was not happy with me for this one. But overall, even though I ended up in second last, I would say that was pretty fun, and I really do enjoy this game. Now what I want to do though, is I think it's important that I stick with the same car, because I need to learn that car. And I also should be learning tracks. Like, driving them once or twice is something, but in order to really master them, I think I need to do them more than once. So let's pick a track that I can practice on, something that I can try to improve with, and do better than this, because my goodness. But I just want to put in a little bit of a plug here. If you're a rally team and you're looking for a backup driver, then I'm absolutely down. Just get out some really good insurance on the car, because I'm a bit rough. Okay, so this time to change things up a little bit, I've gone to Sweden, and I've turned the complexity down significantly. Length is fine, complexity as low as possible please, that's a good place to practice. Let's grab that stage, and we'll drive the same car. Looks like this progress actually does count towards my career, so at least I'm doing something for myself. Alright Sweden, here I come. Let's see how I can do against all these lancers. Hide your trees, Sweden, I'm coming. Okay, time for a shakedown. You know, I'm driving in hood view because it makes the most sense to me. but I probably should change to something else if I'm doing this badly with it. Okay, I'm grateful for the lack of complexity here, but my goodness, you can hardly see anything. The hood of the car is white, and the sides of the road are white as well. At least the trees are far in the distance, so I do have a bit of a grace period. You know, maybe I should have come here first, because I'm actually really used to driving in the snow, and my car is rear-wheel drive in real life, so I'm used to sliding around on the snow quite a bit. Actually, that was a really clean shakedown. That was the first time I've run that. This is gonna be good. Okay, one shakedown was all I needed. Let's go for the full thing. Next time, actually, you know what? Didn't I say I was gonna practice with this? And then I immediately shifted up when I really shouldn't have. I'm used to having to shift up because you start off in neutral in most BeamNG drag races. I don't know why that's what I associate with this, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, so far so good. Nothing bad. Oh, that's a jump. Jumps are a mistake. Please keep me on the ground, please. Oh, that's bad. The back end kind of flew up into the air. I'm in way too high a gear right now, but going slowly is probably for the better. If I come top 10, I'm gonna be genuinely surprised. Yeah, no, it seems like third gear is the one for this track, at least with this car and this current setup. And, yeah, I haven't tuned it at all. I probably should have done that. Okay, things are going good this time. I'm actually able to get through this track pretty easily so far. I mean, the first sector was red, which means I didn't come in first for it. I didn't get the best time that you can. I'm sure the AI can drive this section really quickly, but I'm being quite conservative. Thankfully, everything is like a 5 or a 6. It's not that bad. Just bumps make things a little bit complicated. I might actually have to turn up the complexity a little bit to give myself at least a slight challenge. But let's do that after I've already mastered this track, or at least become competent at this track. That would be good. I'm using the snowbanks to help me turn, except that time it was highly unsuccessful. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, saved. Oh, there's a square left. I think that's the tightest corner of this entire track. And probably should have been in first for that, but I'm fine. You know what? This is actually easier than driving on ice and SnowRunner. So far, it's just taking a lot of attention, but pretty much that's it. I just have to make sure I'm turning right and left at the right times. But I'm not slipping and sliding as much as I thought I would. Ooh, at least not yet. Oh, that's a big hit. Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally okay. I'm actually in third, no way. Oh my goodness. This might be my best race so far. Well, definitely so far in this video. And there is the finish line right there. I'm gonna fly in. Oh, genius. That was excellent. It even just spawned me right at the Marshall. That's like a speedrun tactic right there. 8th place. No. I tried so hard. Okay, so admittedly this race was fairly conservative, and I barely had to do anything to achieve what I wanted to. It was... I mean, I got 8th place, so I did get top 10, which is kind of what I wanted, but it's not great. I can do better than that. And when I saw that third, I got excited, but I guess in the last sector I kind of messed it up. There you go, that's how you get through the gate, though. Just flip around. They'll accept it. Oh, I actually got prize money for that, and I lost a bit of it because it was a loaner vehicle. But hey, I guess that's going to count towards my career money. Okay, I'm going to increase the length a little bit, and I'll increase the complexity to 1. And, oh man, that is a long course. Oh boy, okay, here we go, let's make it through. Alright, back to Sweden we go. This time it's going to be in the snow once again, I assume. But I decided to mess things up a little bit because I've switched Subarus into a 2001 Subaru, which is much closer to the Subarus I'm used to. I actually used to have one of these, but I did not drive it in any way like this. So let's give it a shot. Oh man, this is going to be rough. This car is a 2000cc, and it's a lot lighter too, so it might be a lot faster, which is a dangerous prospect. I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, shakedown time. This time the hood is black, which might help me out a little bit to at least know where the front end is. I want to see how well I can do with this car. And wow, the RPM is really high. Thankfully I don't have to shift right on the red line. Can't be looking at that though, gotta look at the road. Okay, you know what? It actually feels a little bit slower, but a little bit more controlled than the other car. And being smaller means that the narrow sections aren't going to be as bad. If I can stay out of the snowbank and not roll. Oh my goodness. Okay, I made it through the shakedown after only hitting 1 flagpole, so I'm going to consider that to be a good thing. 41 seconds? I have no idea if that's good or bad, but it's probably not good. One of the biggest issues that I have with these games is I have no idea how to tune these cars. I don't know what to do in terms of alignment, brake stiffs, all that stuff, to set them up for every course. I don't know what to look for in courses. All I'm doing is taking off the spare tire, and that just makes me ever so slightly faster because we don't need to repair mid-race. So yeah, let's go. Alright Subaru, I know you got this. Maybe not with my hands at the wheel, but in real life you definitely did. Okay, reasonable start, no missing gears or anything like that so far. I think fourth might be a bit ambitious for this section. Well, maybe not. Going down into third here seems necessary though. If I'm driving this as fast as possible, then I'm assuming you need to be in the right gear for every corner, and you would have to know which gear to be in for every corner. I'm always just guessing. Thankfully, again, the complexity is relatively low, so it's mostly just 5, 6s and the occasional 4. I think there's one hairpin on this from what I saw on the map, but we are getting to the areas where I have not quite gone to yet, so... Ooh, I like that turbo flutter, that was nice. Okay, we're in uncharted territory right now. I've never been here before, and that's a 4. Oh, that was a sharp 4 as well. Oh man, okay, down into 2. These are the flagpoles I was talking about, by the way. I'm sorry, Sweden. I'm damaging your infrastructure here as I try to get through these tracks. Oh, that's a boxed corner, and that's a roll. Okay, I ran into the crowd, so they DQ'd me, but don't worry about it. I'm just gonna keep going. It's the classic Group B stuff going on here. Okay, so far not bad. Gotta really drive this car around these corners, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to turn around. Now that's what I call a proper turn, and I was shifting into reverse a bunch of extra times there. Oh man, this track has such deep walls. These snowbanks are huge. I feel like I'm just driving through a field right now. Yikes, that's bad. Oh, that's a flagpole. Sorry, Sweden. Okay, I'm gonna drive off the side of that and hope for the best here as I attempt to make it through. This will be the last race of the day, I think, but not the last race of the season. I'm gonna do more of these, hopefully. A helicopter? What the heck? Is that supposed to be some kind of smoke screen trying to mess up my race even further? I'm just trying to do better than 8th. I'm not even trying to go for first or anything. My hopes are low. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, you know what? That wasn't actually that bad. That was a pretty decent catch. I thought I was gonna lose it completely there, but thankfully not. Oh yeah, I forgot that this is a long course. I've got to really strap in. I'm only halfway done. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Left 3 into a dip. There's that dip. Okay. Right 5 I can handle. Another right 5. You know, I can handle that too. I like how they say jump maybe on a lot of these corners, but okay. Hold on a minute. Tree maybe. Okay, I'm literally just driving through the forest now. That can't be loud. Alright, 7th place. That's probably a little bit optimistic. I'm feeling pretty... Oh, that's a right one. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That's a slow roll, but I'm fine. That was a really elegant way to go around that corner, actually. That was quite nice. I mean, you just casually roll over and go around the corner. Spectators watching, cheering, crying, probably. Hopefully. Oh, that's the crowd again. I'm sorry, everybody. I feel like I should probably get penalized more than 6 seconds for killing 3 people. I feel like I'm gonna end up doing at least a year for that one. Oh, that was actually a good sector. What the heck? A green sector? Is that the first time ever? Oh, okay, it's completely ruined now. Oh yeah, no, that's bad. Oh, there's the finish. There it is. Let's hit it really well. Okay, well, I don't have any issues that time, like rolling through the gates or anything like that. 7th place? And I hit like 4 trees. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, that's not even that bad. I mean, the car looks pretty great after hitting a few trees. Let's watch the replay of that one. See, that race started out fine, and I was driving along nice and elegantly, just nice and beautiful. And then it started to take a turn for the worst as I started to cut snowbanks and kind of run into them a lot more. Car probably wasn't feeling it very much either, but you know what? Not a big deal. We're just loaning it. Okay, this was the first time that I actually accidentally hit the crowd, and they just kind of instantly respawned me, unfortunately. Which I wanted to see myself tumble through them, but you know what? We'll just have to hope for that in Dirt 5. Okay, and this time as well, I happened to spin myself out. I think you saw this one already, but I basically backed down the track, spun into a tree, and then drove myself out of that. That's some pretty hard snow there, pretty nice. And that time I accidentally drove into one of Sweden's flagpoles, desecrating their national flag and unfortunately ruining my car as well, as you do on a just casual Sunday like this. Car was looking a little bit beat up, the hood is jumping a little bit as I go over bumps and such, nice detail, but not great for the loaner or their insurance. Oh, that was the time that I accidentally drove into the forest and happened to actually have to drive around some trees to get back on the track. I didn't think I was going to make it through there, but thankfully the car is pretty thin, so managed to do it. I'm sure that this co-driver lady just hates driving with me of all the people that she has to drive with. It's the most dangerous but also exciting run when I'm going through the forest at 50k an hour. But you know what, I think that's it for this run pretty much in terms of badness. Oh, except for that time that I rolled around a corner. Yeah, I forgot about that. I've had a lot of fun playing this game, and you know what, I'm actually really looking forward to Dirt 5. I'm looking forward to that coming out, and yeah, let me know if you want to see me play this game more. Obviously I'm not exactly good at it, but I think with some more practice I might be able to do better. It looks like Dirt 5 is going to be a bit more of an arcade style game, which is a bit more up my alley. These sort of simulation games are difficult. As you can see, I hit the crowd again there. Oh man. Like, they're difficult, but they give me an excuse to pull out my wheel, which is good. And then I also have a new stand for the mic so that you don't have to listen to wheel noise constantly. At least hopefully not. Let me know if that was an issue or not. Either way though, yeah, it could have been a worse race. Oh wow, I went into a tree again. I totally forgot about all these injuries. And there you go, that's the finish of the race right there. It could have been a lot better, but it also could have been way worse. Well, 7th place actually gets me decent points, and that is indeed better than 8th. So I kind of achieved my goal of trying to do better overall, and I made a bit of money for my career as well. You know what though? That was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me on this terrible adventure through the wilderness, and also destroying all of Sweden's flags, and running into snow, and other various things in the past 3 races. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. And yeah, look forward to some SnowRunner coming up on Wednesday, and some more BeamNG automation coming up on Saturday. It's going to be good. This channel is supported by viewers like you. We have Canadian Steel, Overlord, Dr. Ivo, That Rice Did Explorer, QT Bear, Terry Williams, The Most Random Person, Sick D Cars and Stuff, Boris Ramirez, Jug, and Jacob. Thank you all for your support. Appreciate everybody a lot, and thank you for watching this stuff, even if it's not quite the regular content.